全員が揃うこの日を待ち望んでいたんだ。ありがとうフリーレン。君のおかげで最後にとても楽しい冒険ができた。綺麗だ。
たった10年一緒に旅しただけだし、なんでもっと知ろうと思わなかったんだろう。頭なでんなよ。
Hey guys, MrPokke here, back with another video, and for this, it is brought to my attention by one of my villagers that we have a pretty interesting meme going on in a Jingyuan mains community, where the Jingyuan is the best preservation unit for real. You can see in this picture, my man is shielding our other units from getting all of the mid comments, right? Like mid blade, mid art, mid Genti, and mid Seele and all that kind of stuff. And Jingyuan is taking the brunt, and it's gotten quite a big traction in the Jingyuan mains community. So I figured, you know, what better way to make this as a way for me to get cancelled than to kind of showcase a little bit of goofy moments featuring this very specific scenario that we have brought up here, right? But before I get into the clears that I'm about to show you guys, I just want to take this opportunity to say, like, once and for all, in case I've not made my statement enough, more obvious enough for the Jingyuan mains, this is probably like my, like what, 20th, 30th time I'm saying this. I don't hate Jingyuan, alright? I have no problem with Jingyuan. You can legit just look back into my village tier list. Every single time when Jingyuan is brought up by like the community, I always said that Jingyuan himself, he does a lot of damage, right? This was before Acheron, this was before Acheron. He does a lot of damage. It's just that his Lightning Lord doesn't receive the buffs that make other erudition units shine, right? Both Argenti and Seele, their energy can be buffed up by Jingyuan, except that Jingyuan, she cannot buff up Lightning Lord's action value advance. So you can only have one Lightning Lord in this kind of specific scenario, which is why I think that Jingyuan as a whole, his damage is there, but you need to play around it, right? You need to play around it, and I do believe that if you really want to make him work, you definitely need to do a lot more digging, a lot more speed tuning optimization to make him work. I legitimately I've seen the amount of ridiculous Memory of Chaos Zero cycles that Jingyuan can do. I know what Jingyuan is capable of. One excellent example being Yellow VV, right? He did a excellent Jingyuan Zero cycle featuring only Pella, Ting, and Yukong. Excellent, right? The potential of Jingyuan is definitely there, but I just do feel, especially when you want to compare a unit's pool value, I just wouldn't recommend anyone to be pulling for Jingyuan at this day and age, especially now that Acheron is out, which, let's be real, she's basically better than him in every possible way, right? And I'm not shy about this comment. I've said the exact same thing for Luocha, right? In this day and age, I don't believe that players should be pulling for Luocha, especially when we have units like Fu Xuan, Adventuring, Huan, and so on and so forth in the future, right? So this is my take on Jingyuan. So for one last time, I legitimately don't hate Jingyuan. But unfortunately, this subreddit, they have been on my ass for, I would say, for a very long time. I quite literally live rent-free in their minds for a very long time. So I figure, you know, they posted this interesting, so I'm just gonna have a little bit of we're just gonna have a little bit of fun today. Right? So basically, this narrative that this picture is posting is that Jingyuan is getting all the Doom posts, but in their mind, Blade, Argenti, and Seele, they are also like pretty mid. And in this day and age, I will say though, Blade, he definitely needs a little bit of a bump up in terms of supports, because let's be real, Blade doesn't really benefit from a lot of the 4-star supports, right? Jingyuan, she buffs attack and energy, and Blade doesn't really care about that much. Yukong, she buffs the shit out of attack. So the only 4-star support that Blade can make use of is Pella, right? If you want to make Blade great, you probably have to end up using to use Ramei, Bronya, and Sparkle, right? It is what it is, right? I will give it to you. Blade definitely needs a little bit more in the support department. But for Argenti and Seele, I would say these two units, I think they perform pretty well. And to kind of illustrate my point, there's no point yapping. There's no point going around in theory crafting fields. There's no point yapping. I'm just gonna go ahead and cook up the clears that I've obtained myself, as well as one of the clears that comes from none other than one of my very own mods, who happens to be a Jingyuan main. This mod, he has been maining Jingyuan since the day he's released, because I know my own Jingyuan, he's not optimized, right? I personally don't really know the speed tuning, all that kind of stuff. I don't even have the 4-piece Duke. So my mod, Leno, he actually does have a E1S1 Jingyuan running the 4-piece floor outside and everything, right? So I managed to get a couple of attempts from my very own mod, Leno, and we'll see how we compare so far. So that is gonna be how we're gonna be going about it. So without further ado, let me just pull this down and pull up the footages that I've obtained. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show the footages that I have, right? So I don't want to be unrelatable. I don't want to be in a situation where, you know, I'm using my E3 S5 Bronya, my E2 S1 Sparkle and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just gonna be showcasing my two builds running Pella, Tingyuan, Runmei, which supposedly is our Jingyuan's best in slot team comp, right? That doesn't involve Sparkle, right? We are running 2 4-star supports and 1 Runmei, right? So first run, this is the run with Seele. Okay. So this is where we entered, and I'll just let it play. Alright, I'll just let it play. Keep in mind, this entire stage there is 0 quantum weak. There is 0 quantum weak, exception of the Trotter, right? Except that the Trotter, he does take 200% additional damage from base attack, so she's gonna get 1 shot anyways, right? All these enemies, they have 0 quantum weakness. So let's just see how we fare so far. Alright, we just cast our normal res down. Pella just gonna do this defense shred, and then Seele is just gonna go ahead and do this, right? This is keep in mind, this is a 1.0 DPS unit. She can't make use of the DOT debuffs. She can't make use of any elemental advantage. And this is just her raw strength, right? This is a raw capability. Oh, and my Seele is E0S1. I'm not running any E6S1s. This is an E0S1 Seele, right? This is an E0S1. My Argenti is E0S1. My Seele is E0S1, right? So here you can see she very, very comfortably can go ahead and just dispatch of the enemy pretty much with no issues whatsoever. I'm cooking here a little bit because I want to generate a little bit of energy for my Tingyuan, just to make sure that she gets the ultimate for next wave, and then she's gonna die to the DOT. We'll move on to the next wave. I'll cast my Seele's ultimate instantly, because I want to give my buff from Tingyuan instantly. Just a very normal 130k, because there's absolutely no debuffs, no buffs whatsoever. So this is just for the energy rotation to go on. So my Tingyuan is gonna be able to keep repeatedly spamming her skill, so that I can get another ultimate off. I want her to cast another ultimate. So Pella's just gonna go ahead and do this, and now my Seele is gonna one-shot the pick into a skill. You can see that she can now get another ultimate and pop off a very clean 246,000, completely off element, by the way, completely off element. And then here he's just gonna summon his things. And at this point, the run is pretty much over. We just have to deal a little bit more chip damage and just wait for Tingyuan to get the ultimate back up. And my Seele is gonna get her third ultimate and nuke Yanqing. And this is also, I guess, I want to illustrate the potential you can do in our current environment, right? Because we have a unit as crazy as Tingyuan with this energy battery, units that are not tied to mechanics like Lightning Lord, you are able to cast your ultimate a lot of times, right? My Seele literally outed 3 times in this single wave. She literally outed 3 times. Like if I use a skill over here and I out, it will pretty much be GG. But I didn't use my out here because I wanted to wait for Pella's defense down, just in case my Seele didn't crit. Just in case my Seele didn't crit. But I just wanted to play it safe. By this point, the run is already over, right? It's already over. Hit my Pella, cast a basic into a defense down, and then my Seele is gonna cast the ultimate for very, very clean 0 cycle, completely off element, and yeah. So that was my run with Seele 0 cycle for a unit that has been for a unit that has apparently fell off. For a unit that's apparently fell off since 1.0 with her likes of a colleague like Jingyuan, right? So this is my build. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, you know what? I'm not even gonna pretend that this is. I know this build is extremely good, but my counterpoint is, if you're gonna be doing a 0 cycle with a unit, your damage is definitely gonna be strong, right? Most Jingyuan, or not even just Jingyuan, most 0 cycles, your DPS units built, they have to be strong inherent. So this is pretty much an even playing ground. If you can't obtain this, then honestly that's just a warm bomb situation, right? So rest of the stuff, E0, S1, and that's pretty much it. Right, my Rame herself, she's E2 S1. Unfortunately, my E2 is completely useless because I can't even break an enemy. So, because there's no quantum weak. And then my Pella is going to be the very normal resolution E6 with a Jingyuan. The gears of my Pella, Jingyuan, and Rame, they're exactly the same. So, that's pretty much it. So, that's my Seele run against Yanqing for an E0 S1 Seele, completely off element. And now we're going to take a look at the Argenti run, right? The Argenti run. So, this is the Argenti run with the exact same team comp, which is also Jingyuan's best in slot, right? So we're doing the exact same thing, we're just gonna cut off. And this is where I want to point out why Argenti, as of this current environment, in my opinion, he's better than Jingyuan, is because his fundamental weakness, which is the slower ultimate that he gets, right? His ultimate is very, very slow, right? It's a huge, it's an insane amount of energy. But because Jingyuan can bring this ultimate back up, you don't really feel this gap as much as, for example, Jingyuan's Lightning Lord, because Jingyuan's Lightning Lord only goes once. No matter how much you buff him, buff the damage, buff the radius penetration, buff, his Lightning Lord only goes once, right? You are unable to bring forward this Lightning Lord any faster. And that is the problem with Jingyuan's kit, because Lightning Lord, even at 10 stacks, it doesn't go instantly, right? So it is what it is. So for Argenti, we're just going to see over here. Yep. Pera's just gonna do her Pera things. We're gonna pop a defense now. And then Argenti is just gonna clap cheeks over here. Boom. Ridiculous damage. Ridiculous damage. 430,000. Pop this one down. He's gonna go ahead and hit my stuff. Rame is gonna pop this. Oh, that wasn't even with Rame's ultimate, because I specifically didn't time for Rame's ultimate so that I wouldn't expire the buff. So that 430,000 was just straight up Jingyuan and Pella. My Rame had 0 buffs except for the skill. So at this point, my Rame is gonna cast her skill, her buff, her ultimate, and yo. What? Oh, I thought I got doxed. Okay, but anyways, yeah, I thought I got DDoS attack. Okay, we're back. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna continue here. Pella is gonna go ahead and remove this dude. 120k. Okay, that's because of Rame though. That's because of Rame. So it is what it is. Then my Argenti just clean up everything. And very, very easy. You can see that even though Argenti's energy cost is very, very high, the fact that in our current environment, Mirror Chaos, there are quite a lot of scenarios where we face multiple enemies. So you can see that my Argenti is already almost at full energy. So my team is just gonna go ahead, pop this, cast the defense down, cast this, and then she's gonna pop the ultimate and give it to Argenti. Give him full energy. Dance triggers. We do an ultimate. Okay. Yep. Okay, this I'll admit you do need to grind a little bit of RNG, because if he dies, then you just, as with any 0 cycles, there's always gonna be RNG for us to grind, right? So that's gonna be that. Gonna pop this. So hopefully my Argenti doesn't die here. Unfortunately, my Argenti died. Right. So it is what it is. I don't want to show you guys only the clears, right? I want to show you guys where we can fail as well. So it is what it is. But this is the run that I show where our Argenti actually managed to pull off the 0 cycle. Our Argenti actually managed to pull off the 0 cycle over here, right? I don't want to just show the successful runs. So we just go over here and pop it. Oh my god, yo. Alright, we're just gonna put a raw food over here. Okay, there's gonna be no lag here. Alright, there'll be no lag here. Alright. Mihoyo Assassins got me, yeah, it is what it is. So we pop this. The front is exactly the same, so you know what, I'm just gonna skip through a little bit. The front is exactly the same. So and we clear, and then we go on to the next wave. As long as our Argenti and Jingyuan doesn't die, the run is good. As long as our Jingyuan and Argenti doesn't die. So exactly the same. We pop out with this. Our defense down. And then we run with our Argenti ultimate. This is also, keep in mind, Yanqing has no physical weakness. And we still do a very clean 534,000 damage. No physical weakness. So she's gonna hit. I'm pretty sure this is the run over here. As long as you don't die. Auto attack. We want to get Jingyuan's ultimate back up as soon as humanly possible. Yep. Yep. He popped this. Pella barely died. Ooh, almost. Okay, this was a little bit unfortunate. Okay, wait, this was a little bit unfortunate because I couldn't get the Pella defense down. Because now my Yanqing doesn't have the defense down at all. So a more optimized run is that Pella has enough energy to pop off the defense down. But it is what it is. But you can see that even without Pella's defense down, because of Jingyuan's synergy with units like Argenti, where the ultimate can get brought up by the Jingyuan energy, we still get ourselves a very clean 0 cycle, right? You do need to ground a little bit. I will admit you have to ground the RNG, but I would just say, with the exact same kind of low investment team, right? This is gonna be my... Okay, let me move you guys over to my stats a little bit so that you guys can see what's going on. I would say this is kind of relatable, you know? I would say this is at least not as insane as one would like. And once again, like I mentioned, my Argenti, he is E0S1. I don't run anything crazy. The rest of the support stuff is exactly the same, right? Everything else for the stuff is exactly the same as the previous build. So that is the run for my E0S1 Seele and E0S1 Argenti with a 0 cycle on Yanqing. And now, to kind of seal off this video, I'm just going to close off this video as this. I don't want to take it from me, right? I admit my Jingyuan, he's not great. I don't have 4-piece follow-up. I'm not going to be very well versed when it comes to Lightning Lord, the timing and all that kind of stuff. So we have footages from none other than my very own Jingyuan main, my own mod, which has kindly demonstrated his experience as a man that has been playing Jingyuan since 1.1, right? Since 1.0. The moment he got Jingyuan, he has been a Jingyuan for a very, very long time. So we're going to see he's basically using the exact same team comp with Jingyuan, Rame, Ting, and Pella. And keep in mind, let's just show his build real quick. So this is my mod's build. So this is his Jingyuan. Wait, hello? Okay, he's going to be showing the Rame. This is the slow Rame, which pretty much every single 0 cycler will use. E1 Rame, E1 S1 Rame, running the slow Rame, right? And this is Jingyuan with the 4-piece follow-up and the 2-piece Sao Soto. Very nice crit ratio. Look at the crit ratio, guys. Look at the crit ratio. One could only dream. One could only dream. Alright? Absolutely ridiculous. Lightning damage boost, double attack. Rocking the S1 and the E1. This is an E1 S1 Jingyuan, guys. This is an E1 S1 Jingyuan, okay? With 2.7k, 131 speed because we are, I don't think he has attack boost like this. 70% crit rate, 218% crit damage. Then this is Pella, 155. Okay, Pella and Team, the builds don't really matter that much. The builds for Pella and Team don't really matter that much. We've got running the kill, E6. Team also E6, 169 with a planetary rendezvous. And that's basically the build that he used to try and get the 0 cycle on his Jingyuan. So we're going to see his attempts, right? We're going to look at his attempts, right? So let's take a look over here. So this is one of the runs. Yeah, man is a mobile gamer. So this is, I believe, the optimal way that as a Jingyuan main will go about. Because you want to clear the mobs, right? You want to clear the mobs. So he uses Pella's defense down. And he's probably going to be using Jingyuan's ultimate here to deal with all of the mobs. Okay, I guess he used his skill instead of ultimate. Doesn't really matter. Personally, I would have probably used my ultimate first just so that I can get a little bit of additional energy. But if at the end of the day, it doesn't change anything, that doesn't change anything. Like, if we get one less ultimate, then that will be bad. But if we get the same amount of ultimate, it's okay. So he does this. I think this is the optimal setup, right? To clear up this stage. So now there's no more. There's only 2 elites. Hits Jingyuan. It's fine. Lion Lord goes down. 10 stacks Lion Lord. For 400,000 damage. Insane damage. Absolutely insane damage, right? We're not denying the fact that Jingyuan can deal ridiculous amount of damage. Our general can definitely deal ridiculous amount of damage. So he's cooking a little bit. He's cooking. Ooh, Pella is cooking. My man is contemplating. I think he gave up at this point because he realized that with Jingyuan's skill, he couldn't kill the horse. He realized that with Jingyuan's skill, he couldn't kill it. So I guess he kind of just gave up. So, alright, that was his first try. Alright, then we got another try over here. Yep. Let's clean this up. So, exact. We're just gonna fast forward this a little bit so this doesn't get too long. Exact same setup. Blah 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 blah. Alright, exact same setup. Defense down. He uses a skill to clean up the mobs. Ultimate to destroy everything. And he lets Lightning Lord rain down death upon his enemies. Insane damage. He is hoping that... Okay, nice. Wait. Why did he give up? Oh, I guess he split into two. Maybe he split into two. Okay, I don't know what happened to this recording, but that would have been a run. That would have been a potential run. Alright, I guess that's just not a run. Let's just see another attempt that we have over here. I'm just gonna skip all this because it's exactly the same. Wait, what happened here? Oh, he made a misplay. He forgot to cast Pella's defense down. Okay, that is just a misplay. That's just a misplay. That's not very becoming of a Jingyuan main. Alright, that's a misplay. Let's just speed up a little bit. Alright, Pella is gonna cast an ultimate. Jingyuan is gonna cast ultimate to clear. And now he's gonna use his skill to clear the enemies. Unfortunately, this guy didn't die. So... Lightning Rod is gonna waste a little bit.
Welcome, customers.
Yeah. Then he's like, fuck. Alright, so there's another run. Okay, I think this time he actually got the run, right? Yeah, he actually cleared both. Lightning Lord rains down death. Oh, he didn't clear the other one again. He didn't clear the other mob again.
Let's be friends.
It's just not enough damage. Unless he continues here. He's cooking. Let him cook. Is that, should I basic? Should I skill? What should I do? I think he reset at this point because it was his Ramei's second turn. And if he reaches Ramei's second turn, it means that you lose one turn on the ultimate buff. So you lose one turn of the rest now. So he felt that he just wasn't going to do enough damage for Yanqing. So he had to reset over here. It is what it is. So now this is another try. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, this front part is very, very standard. Okay, at this point I have no idea what he's doing. I have no idea what he's doing. I think he was just trying different things. He was trying if Pella's ultimate could clear the mobs. He was seeing if Pella's ultimate could clear the mobs with the break. Did it kill? Oh, it actually did. Oh, but it's just not enough damage. It's just not enough damage. It's just way too high. Alright, I think this was his best attempt. Okay, chat, this was our Shining Jingyuan main's best attempt. Let's just skip the front. Okay, this time I think he actually got it. Yeah, because he didn't reach into Ramei's second turn. Okay, this run, guys. This run. Okay, guys, this run. This run. Alright, so he's gonna go for it. Starts off. Let him cook. Alright, he's gonna use a skill to cast the ultimate. Unfortunately, his team didn't have enough energy to cast the ultimate. He's probably punching the air right now. Like, where the fuck is my team energy? Why am I not able to cast my ultimate? Saving Pella's ultimate for Christmas. Okay. Still doesn't have team energy. Alright, now he casts Pella's ultimate. Ramei is gonna go ahead. Auto attack. Now team has the ultimate. But what are you gonna do in this scenario? Because it's such an awkward scenario for you, my man. It's such an awkward scenario, my man. He's gonna use Tianyu's ultimate for Jingyuan. With one energy off. Clears the mage, 347,000, absolutely insane damage. Go for it. Ramei is gonna pass away really soon. But at this point, it doesn't matter because we are gonna get our Lightning Lord. We are gonna get our Lightning Lord over here with 10 stacks Lightning Lord. So he's just gonna all in. Cast his one last skill. Clears the blade. 10 stacks Lightning Lord at 53%. Can he one-shot Yanqing? Not quite, not quite. Unfortunately, a little bit off. So that was his run. And yeah. I think that is basically all we have from our Jingyuan main. Because I don't want to take it from me, right, guys? I don't want people to think that I'm making Jingyuan look back. look bad because I don't really play Jingyuan that much. So I'm referencing this from a Jingyuan main himself. And he is running the 4-piece follow-up, 2-piece auto solo with a E1 S1 Rame and a E1 S1 Jingyuan. 70% crit, 280% crit damage, and 2.7k attack. So, unfortunately, we didn't manage to see the 0 cycle running the Rame, Ting, and Pella. Okay, to be completely fair, maybe my mod was a little bit fraudulent. Maybe Leno has retired from the Jingyuan mains. But here is 1-0 impressive 0 cycle to show that Jingyuan can, in fact, 0 cycle memories. To be completely neutral about this, right? So, this is also from the village. Insane. Let's keep this a little bit. Okay. Yep, good, good, good. I think at this point the start is always very, very straightforward. You cast your thingy, you cast your out, you clear the mobs, and then Lightning Lord just clears everything. So the front is very, very standard. Excellent. Oh, the only reason why we're not using Sparkle is to keep it relatable. Because let's be real, if you were to use Sparkle, Rame, Tingyuan, then it's just gonna become like, oh, you're using like 2 limited 5 stars thing that's gonna destroy everything. That is not gonna be relatable anymore. That's why we're using only 4 stars. The same thing we did for Argenti, the same thing we did for Seele. To keep it relatable. Alright, I see 10 star Lightning Lord. Okay, very nice, very nice. Okay. Clean. Tingyuan gives a buff, so she's gonna get the ultimate next wave. Very nice. Starts off with the... Okay, doesn't do... Yo, Elon Morgan for 2 months of time, man. Welcome, welcome. Cast defense down to Jingyuan ultimate to clear off the swords. Excellent play. And then we'll top off with a Tingyuan ultimate to bring back Jingyuan's energy and damage back up. Excellent. Oh, doesn't use Tingyuan's energy here. Okay. Use it only after the skill. Okay. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Right before he goes. Insane. Clean. Ooh, very... Ooh. 100,000. Insane. Insane. And then Jingyuan just cleans up with a beautiful 25,000 skill. Insane. Alright, let's take a look. Let's take a look at what we have over here. That was a good run. That was a good run. That was a good run. Uh-huh. 3.8k attack, 101 speed, 82 crit rate, 224. Insane relics. I'm not gonna be prejudiced against a well-built Jingyuan. Because let's be real, if you guys love a unit, you will invest in that unit a shit ton. This goes the same for any unit. My Seele is very well invested. My Argenti might be a little bit sus. But if you really love a unit, having good relics for a unit shouldn't be a criteria to eliminate them from being good, right? So I will not discriminate against a well-built Jingyuan. Any good unit, if you love them, you should invest in them very well, right? This argument, I will give this to them. Let's be fair here, guys. Let's be fair here, right? Very, very well invested. Not even max level tracers. 2+2 lightning plus 2-piece follow-up. Okay. Excellent, excellent. Excellent. Insane. Absolutely insane relics. E0 S1 with E1 S1 Rame, I believe. Yep. Beautiful. Okay. We're running a 277% break effect. Insane. Pella with the 168 speed. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. And then finally we have Jingyuan with the 174 speed, 2.4k attack. Very, very nice. Yeah, I think this was a beautiful, beautiful clear. And just to be completely fair and objective, you can definitely still achieve an excellent 0 cycle with Jingyuan. I'm not saying that he is dog shit. You can definitely do amazing things with Jingyuan, right? So yeah, at the end of the day, it really depends on who you like to enjoy. I think the main thing that I have an issue with is not so much this, but more so of this, right? I have a bigger issue with this, right? It's like, say what you will, but they are trying to start shit with the Blade mains, with the Argenti mains, with the Seele mains, right? I think that is the problem. And even when Kafka came out, Jingyuan has been starting with Kafka mains as well. So it's just very interesting to see this kind of post, right? And then once again, this is not representative of the entirety of Jingyuan mains. It's just that the few individuals posting this, right? Once again, I don't really want to paint the narrative that Jingyuan is shit and that use who you want. At the end of the day, use who you want. But I just find it interesting that we, you know, where is the post again? I don't think that as a community we need to be, you know, like there's I think we can come to terms with reality a little bit, right? Jingyuan, as of this day and age, as of this current moment, he's just not as up to par compared to a lot of the limited DPS. And honestly, it's only Jingyuan mains specifically because every other community doesn't really have this much of a backlash, right? Like for example, Luocha, right? Or even Blades. Or like even if you want to talk about Argenti and Seele, none are like really having the response that Jingyuan mains have. And I don't want to call out the entire community because I don't believe the loud minority is a representation of the loud community, right? But when you see posts like, I'm just gonna search my name in Pokke, right? It's kind of insane. Stand back! I'm about to unleash my true potential! It's legit kind of insane, like how often my name pops up here. And it's just also kind of goofy funny, right? If you look at the comments, it's legitimately like, I legitimately live in this subreddit. So my point is, use who you guys like, right? Use who you guys want. At the end of the day, it's a gacha game, right? If you really like using Jingyuan, you can definitely make Jingyuan work. I'm still scrolling, by the way. Okay, you know, I'm just gonna let it auto scroll. You can make anybody work, right? Because it's a gacha game. You can make them invest. As long as you invest in the team, any unit in this game can perform very, very well. But I do believe that from a broader perspective, right? When it reaches a point where we are attacking the... attacking is putting it softly. I'm still scrolling, by the way. Yeah. It gets a little bit... It does not paint your community in a good light. It does not paint your community in a good light when I'm pretty much the #1 hated content creator on Jingyuan mains. Oh, we finally reached the end. So, yeah. I feel that for new players, I still stand by my point where acheron is a more worthy pool than Jingyuan. And if players want to not accept that, then it is what it is. Same thing as why I feel Luocha is just not as worthy as a sustain compared to Adventuring, Huan, and Fusion, right? If you want to use Jingyuan, feel free. Yeah, I think that pretty much is gonna be the end of this video. I'm probably gonna be getting cancelled in this subreddit again, but at this point, to me, it's pretty funny to see how the community reacts to me, right? So, to see that we have such a insane response from my opinions, and I legitimately don't even hate Jingyuan. I legit don't. I just think that his lightning lock is a problem, and until the day where MiHoYo fixes this lightning lock problem, then it's gonna be great again, right? So that's all I have for today. If you guys want to engage any further discussions, feel free to hop onto my Discord at discord.gg/PokkeVillage, where I have a very active community talking about honkaistarrail on a daily basis. If you want to check out my stream, that is gonna be twitch.tv/MrPokke, as well as on youtube.com/MrPokke. I'll be streaming live almost every single day. Should be up on Discord, right? All the best for gacha pools. Play whoever you want, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.